Hi everyone, in this video, I'm going to be walking you through selecting a date for your wedding. I know that sounds pretty simple, but picking the right date can actually have a huge impact on your wedding as a whole. For starters, let's talk about when you should start the process of picking a date for your wedding. Like we mentioned before, in a perfect world, you will have given yourself that 12 to 18 month window to plan your wedding. And obviously this isn't going to be the case for everyone, but if possible, you'll want to try to lock in that date at least 12 months prior to the wedding. If you can even do it sooner, however, we highly recommend it, and here's why. There are essentially 4 factors that get affected by the date that you pick, and because of that, the sooner you pick your date, the sooner you can start locking in those other big ticket items. So, depending on where you plan to have your wedding, the date itself can make a pretty big impact. For example, where I live in New Hampshire, fall time is by far the most popular time of the year to have a wedding, specifically in September and October when those fall leaf colors really start to pop, but before they have a chance to fall onto the ground. So if you're thinking you want to have a fall time wedding, chances are that most of those weekend dates are going to get pretty booked out far in advance. The same thing can be said about the venues in these. Depending on which venue you're interested in, most will be booking couples 1.5 to 2 years in advance, which means that your options for dates can be pretty limited. If you have your heart set on a dream venue, this can be really frustrating. Obviously, this isn't the case for everyone, but the sooner you can meet with your venue and lock them down, the better your chances will be for getting the available vendors in your area for that same time. Availability is going to be the next hurdle. Depending on how long you wait and what date you go with, many vendors will already be booked. I personally start booking out 2 years in advance, and same goes for Brad and Alex. The more popular the venue or the vendor is, the shorter the window you'll have to book them. It always breaks my heart when I have couples reach out to me to book 6 months before their wedding, having already set their hearts on me just to have to let them down. So if you've got your heart set on a dream venue or particular vendors, make sure that you prioritize booking them as soon as possible and pick a date where they're already available. And that brings us to our last factor, the cost. The longer you wait, the less options you'll have and the more expensive it'll be. So in a situation where you still need to find your venue, but you're already past that 12-month window, a lot of venues will likely have all of their Saturdays already booked, but perhaps they've got some openings on the surrounding Fridays and Sundays. In a lot of cases, venues will sometimes mark these dates down by up to 20% of their usual rates in order to help fill those dates, and this can be a great way to still get your dream venue but save a good portion of your budget for something else. And if those venues are already booked, then chances are the good vendors are as well. So by being strategic about which date you pick, you can not only save money but also guarantee the availability of your dream vendor team. So keeping all these things in mind, I'm assigning you your first task. I want you and your partner to decide on what season you'd like to have your wedding in. This way, when you start researching venues, you'll already be able to narrow down your options based on what's available. If you can narrow this down even more to a particular month or even a few weeks, then that's even better. Once you've got that all set, head into the next video where Brad will be breaking down creating your wedding budget. And I know this sounds really scary, but Brad has made this literally so simple, it'll be a breeze. If you have any questions about what we've covered in this video, just post those right in our private Facebook group or email us directly at support@wedeverything.com. See you in the next video.
Thanks for watching, you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget that you can subscribe to our channel right here, and we will see you in the next video.